In 2020, $50,000 could buy you a decent used car. Today, that same $50,000 barely gets you a base model. Your salary went up 15%, but somehow you feel broker than ever. What if I told you that the middle class isn't failing? They're being systematically erased by a force most people don't even understand. By the end of this video, you'll see exactly why your grandparents could buy a house on a single income and why you can't even afford rent on two. Let's start with what seems like good news. Between 1980 and 2024, the average American salary increased by 300%. Sounds amazing, right? In 1980, the median household income was $21,000. Today, it's over $70,000. We're making more than 3 times what our parents made. We should be living like kings. But here's where things get dark. During that exact same period, inflation didn't just increase, it exploded. The cost of housing went up 400%. College tuition up 1,200%. Healthcare costs, they've increased by over 600%. Your paycheck grew, but your purchasing power shrank. Let me paint you a picture. In 1980, the median home price was $64,000. With the median income of $21,000, you needed about 3 years of your salary to buy a house. Today, the median home price is $420,000. With a median income of $74,000, you need 5.7 years of your entire salary, not a penny spent on food, rent, or staying alive just to afford the down payment on that house. But it gets worse. In 1980, average rent was $243 a month. That's 14% of your monthly income. Today, average rent is $1,700. That's 28% of your monthly income. You're spending twice as much of your paycheck just to have a roof over your head. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this is depressing, but what's actually causing this? Here's where it gets insane. There are people and entire industries that are not just surviving inflation, they're weaponizing it. Stay with me because what I'm about to show you will change how you see money forever. While your wages grew 300%, do you know how much wealth the top 1% accumulated? Their wealth increased by over 650% in the same period. They didn't work twice as hard. They didn't get twice as smart. They simply played a different game. Here's the secret. Inflation destroys people who rely on income, but it supercharges people who own assets. When you print more money, wages go up slowly, maybe 2 to 3% a year. But assets, stocks, real estate, businesses, they skyrocket. In 2020, the US printed 40% of all dollars ever created. Where did that money go? Not to your paycheck, it went straight into assets. Billionaires gained $1.7 trillion during the pandemic, while 70% of Americans struggled to cover a $400 emergency. The game is rigged, but here's the thing, you can still play it. The harsh truth? You cannot save your way to wealth anymore. A savings account with 1% interest loses to inflation every single year. You're not saving money, you're watching it evaporate. The people who are winning understand 3 things. 1, stop storing wealth in dollars. Start storing it in assets that appreciate faster than inflation. Index funds historically return 10% annually. Real estate appreciates 4 to 8% per year. Even high-yield savings accounts at 4 to 5% beat inflation. 2, understand leverage. The rich use debt strategically. They borrow at 3% to invest in assets returning 10%. You've been taught debt is evil, but it's actually the tool that builds empires when used correctly. 3, create multiple income streams. Your job is not your wealth, it's your seed money. Use that income to buy assets that generate passive returns, dividends, rental income, business equity. Here's what most people don't realize. Every year you wait, you fall further behind, In 2019, the average home appreciated $28,000. If you made $50,000 that year, the house you didn't buy made more money than you did by just existing. Time is the multiplier. A 25-year-old investing $500 a month will have $1.4 million by retirement. A 35-year-old investing the same amount? Only $600,000. That 10-year delay cost them $800,000. So yes, you are getting poor every year if you're playing the old game, the game where you work hard, save money, and hope it's enough. That game is over. It was designed for an economy that no longer exists. But now you know the truth. You know why you feel broke despite making more. You know why the rich keep getting richer, and most importantly, you know what to do about it. The question is, will you stay a spectator in a system designed to drain you, or will you become a player in a system designed to reward ownership? The choice is yours. The game is on. What's your next move?